Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Sha'Carri Richardson charged with fourth-degree assault, due in court on Tuesday. Reigning 100-meter world champion and Olympic 4x100 relay gold medalist Sha'Carri Richardson is due in court in SeaTac, Washington, on Tuesday, stemming from her confrontation with fellow Olympian Christian Coleman at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport on July 27. After the incident, Seattle prosecutors decided to charge Richardson with misdemeanor fourth-degree assault, domestic violence after video showed her repeatedly shoving Coleman and throwing a pair of headphones at him. Many media outlets had incorrectly reported that the case had been cleared. A spokesperson for the City of SeaTac Municipal Court told LetsRun.com on Wednesday that Richardson offered a plea of not guilty during her arraignment on July 28. However, the spokesperson added that no trial has been set and the case is still in negotiation, with Richardson's attorneys negotiating with the city prosecutor for a resolution to the case. Richardson's attorney is listed as Michelle Shaw. The spokesperson also said Richardson has the option of not appearing in court on Tuesday and allowing her attorneys to appear on her behalf. But as of Wednesday, that option had not been triggered. Coleman defended Richardson at the U.S. Championships on August 3, saying he did not feel she should have been arrested and calling her a human being and a great person with a lot of things going on. In a statement on her Instagram stories on August 12, Richardson apologized to Coleman for her actions. "I apologize to Christian," Richardson wrote. "He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it but give it. I love him, and to him I can't apologize enough. My apologize should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you and I am so sorry." Richardson is next scheduled to compete at the World Championships in Tokyo, where the first round of the women's 100 meters begins on September 13th. Richardson's attorney Michelle Shaw did not immediately respond to request for comment from LetsRun.com on Wednesday. Talk about Richardson's case on our message board/fan forum. The flash of fame and the moment that changed everything. Sha'Carri Richardson, already lauded as the fastest woman in the world following her shimmering successes on the global stage, from her 2023 World Championship triumph in Budapest to a silver and gold showing at the 2024 Paris Olympics, found her career momentarily diverted not by competition, but by a moment of personal upheaval at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. People.com. Wikipedia. On July 27, 2025, surveillance footage captured her in a heated physical exchange with fellow sprinter and partner Christian Coleman. The video allegedly shows Richardson shoving, grabbing his backpack, pushing him against a wall, and hurling a pair of headphones at him. People.com. The Washington Post. ESPN.com. Fox 13 Seattle. 2 Arrest and aftermath, a reign unsettled. Richardson was arrested later that day on a fourth-degree domestic violence assault charge, the least severe category in Washington state's classification. She endured around 18 to 19 hours in custody, being booked into the South Correctional Entity in Des Moines and released the following day. People.com. AP News. New York Post. Larry Brown Sports. Fox 13 Seattle. Interestingly, Coleman declined to press charges or cooperate with the ongoing investigation, effectively halting further legal escalation. People.com. AP News. Larry Brown Sports. CBS News. 3. Apology, introspection, and a struggle to stay upright. Days later, Richardson took to social media, posting a heartfelt apology directed at Coleman. She expressed remorse, referencing personal trauma and emotional struggles, acknowledging that her actions were unacceptable, and stating she plans to seek professional help. The Washington Post. New York Post. ESPN.com. On 3. In her Instagram post, she wrote, "I apologize to Christian. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off. My apologize should be just as loud as my actions. To Christian, I love you and I am so sorry." LetsRun.com. Bleacher Report. On 3. Coleman, publicly supportive, called her a human being and a great person, saying he didn't believe she should have been arrested. Let'sRun.com, The Washington Post, Bleacher Report. 4 Court bound a pivotal Tuesday. According to Let'sRun.com, Richardson is due in court on Tuesday in SeaTac, Washington. This follows her arraignment on July 28th, where she pleaded not guilty. Let'sRun.com. There's currently no trial date set. Richardson's attorneys are reportedly negotiating with the city prosecutor's office for a possible resolution. The court has also indicated that Richardson herself isn't required to appear in person. Her legal team may represent her instead. Let'sRun.com. 5. Race, recovery, reputation. Amid this turmoil, Richardson still competed in the U.S. track and field outdoor championships later that week, but withdrew from the 100m semifinals and ultimately did not proceed with the 200m event. People.com. The Washington Post. Despite these setbacks, she holds an automatic entry to the upcoming World Championships in Tokyo, set to begin September 13th, by virtue of defending her 2023 world title. Let'sRun.com. AP News. The Washington Post. Creative reflection, the human between headlines. Let's step away from the cold spectacle of headlines and imagine the internal landscape of an athlete at her apex, whose every stride electrifies the track, and whose moment of vulnerability now commands global attention. One in the lights, off the track. 4 years, Sha'Carri has been more than a sprinter. She's a canvas of expression, a tapestry of color, speed, confidence, and authenticity. Her vibrant style, from her vibrant nails to fearless hair, mirrored the soul behind the race. Wikipedia. And yet, behind the brilliance pulsed unresolved loss and trauma. Her mother's death, her suspension, the weight of expectation. Now, in a moment of personal crisis, it all converged in a public corner of an airport, a crucible both literal and symbolic. 2. The collision, personal, physical, public. A split-second clash, heaving shoulders, a backpack grabbed, a swipe of sound equipment. It was not a podium moment, but it cracked a glass of privacy and spilled pain into public view. Richardson stands accused, not of racing fault lines, but of crossing a boundary, one that melts proximity, anguish, and consequence. Her apologies echo not merely as legal contrition, but as emotional confession. 3. Court date as turning point. Tuesday's court appearance becomes more than docketed routine. It's a possible fulcrum between restitution and redemption. It is not just legal representation, but representation of personal transformation. Will it close the chapter cleanly? Likely not. But the negotiation behind the scenes suggests a potential path that avoids courtroom spectacle and allows her to continue healing. 4. On the track, still racing the inner race. Even as she withdrew from championships, the race continues. Not against other runners, but against societal judgment, emotional upheaval, and the specter of what's next. Yet, her auto-qualification to Tokyo anchors her future. The question echoes, can she return to form not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually? Can speed meet humility? Fame meet healing? 5. Collective witness and personal journey. The world watches, media narrates, fans react. Few hold both the technical and emotional truths. Yet the duet of apology and support from Coleman, the staged withdrawal of charges, and her introspective statements suggest fracture, but also scaffolds of meter, metaphor, and mercy. Conclusion, beyond headlines. Sha'Carri Richardson's story, at this moment, transcends fast feet and victory lines. It's a raw human struggle, a sprinter facing her own shadow as much as the stopwatch. Her court date on Tuesday is a waypoint, not a finish line. Whether this chapter ends with legal resolution or quiet healing, what remains is a complex, scarred, yet unbroken athlete keeping pace with a tougher course, the race to rebuild.